everyone. Welcome to this week's Pet Connection Unleashed, episode number 7. Our friends from the Animal Protective Foundation are with us today, so we'll be talking to them coming up shortly. We have a special visitor in the studio as well. Big shout out, Sarah Rizzo. Sarah.
Hello.
My producer. How are your pets doing?
They are great. They're living their lives.
Your voice sounds a little gravelly. What's going on? Are you all right?
Sees, the heat, the artificial heat, the season change,
Well, boy, it changed with this cold weather and snow, right? No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our producer does a great job to make this show possible for me. I also want to thank our sponsors. We have great sponsors for Pet Connection Unleashed. Capital Land Motors. You've heard me talk about them. Serving the Capital Region community, they've built a reputation for excellence in customer service and automotive expertise. Their sales team, certified technicians, dedicated finance professionals all work together to ensure that your needs are met and your expectations are exceeded. They believe in fostering long-lasting relationships. We do that on Pet Connection too, right? Long-lasting. With their customers based on trust, transparency, and respect. Capital Land Motors has a full inventory of new Subarus, GMC trucks, as well as fine selection of pre-owned vehicles. So Capital Land, thank you for being part of the Pet Connection family. Now, I'm going to touch upon something that's a little bit controversial. Sarah, don't get nervous. I see Sarah's getting nervous over there. Many, many times, senior citizens, now remember, I'm a senior now, so I can relate. I'm like you. Senior citizens will say they're being discriminated against when it comes to adopting pets. They see a cute dog or a cute kitty, and they want to adopt it. It's a passion. It's a thing in your heart when you see a pet, you almost feel compelled sometimes to adopt. I get it. But at our age, at my age, and if you're a senior citizen, you have to look at your lifestyle. And I'm going to be quite frank here. I've done Pet Connection for 35 years plus here in Albany. 40 years total. I can't tell you the number of pets that get abandoned, lost in the shuffle in a family during a difficult time. Somebody goes into assisted living or passes away, and they end up at shelters because nobody in the family wants them. When you're older, like me, and you're thinking about adopting, remember, shelters and rescues have the best interest of the pet in mind. At my age, 65, do I want to adopt a 1-year-old dog? I don't know what I'm going to be like in 10 years. I don't know what I'm going to be like in 1 year. But you got to look at the big picture and be realistic. So when a rescue or a shelter denies you an application and they say, well, this dog or cat's probably not the best for your age, they're doing that not to hurt you. They're doing that out of the best interest of the pet. That's all we care about. Every week, in fact, I had 2 today. 2 in one day. My mom has a 3-year-old lab. Now think about this. She's 80 years old. A 3-year-old lab. She has to go into assisted living. Heartbreaking. So here you have a 3-year-old lab. Nobody in the family wants the dog. Not socialized the best. And now has no place to go. Think about the big picture. Now, if if your mom or dad, say they're in their 60s and 70s, and they fall in love with a 3-year-old Shih Tzu, and they want to adopt it, you need to be part of the adoption process. When you adopt that pet, co-adopt, so that if something, God forbid, were to ever happen, you're going to take care of that pet. That dog's not going to end up at a shelter or worse, out in the street or with a family that doesn't care. You have to be part of the process. So I never want to hear, because I get these complaints all the time, I never want to hear there's discrimination against seniors. There's not. There has never been. They're looking out for the best interest of the pet. You have to decide what fits best in your family. Seniors adopting seniors, to me, is a perfect match. Absolutely perfect. That's what you should be looking at. They're easier to take care of. They don't have the energy. You don't walk down the hallway afraid you're going to get tripped and fall. So when you're thinking about adopting for a senior, or if you're a senior citizen thinking about adopting, think about what's going to work. Think about your age. Think about adopting with a family member that's a lot younger that can help. Take responsibility. God forbid something happens to you. But I hear that all the time, and it's tough because I know that's not the case. I know it's not. Now, it's also the season where people are thinking about pets for holiday gifts. You know me. I say no. I say no. As much as I say no, I know there's going to be people that are going to do it. Wait till after the holidays. Quieter, safer for a pet. If you feel like you have to do it, you have to have a puppy or a kitten. Remember, pet stores no longer sell puppies here. If you go online and do Google searches and blah, 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 and you find a puppy that you want, remember the scams out there. I have 2 smart people, very smart people, that have been scammed by scammers in Pennsylvania, Amish country. They send them a 50% deposit on a dog. They don't hear anything. They get pictures and videos. Then all of a sudden, when it's time to pick up their puppy, these websites disappear. It's all fake. And the address that they mailed something to is fake. Or an abandoned house with a mailbox. People drive by and pick up the mail. They have the mail sent to a house where nobody's living. That's another scam. So if you can't physically, and I'm talking about driving, physically see those dogs, puppies, kittens, never send money, ever. If they say you have to do it, you don't do it. Simple as that. I don't want to see anybody getting ripped off for the holiday season. Happens too often. Frostbite. We're going to have a lot of cold weather this winter, you can already tell. Frostbite is something you have to be aware of with pets, especially those of you that take your dogs out for walks. Tips of the ears. I had a cat years ago, had frostbite. It was abandoned, terrible. She was great. She lived 18 years. Tips of her ears had frostbite. And basically, they just kind of like rotted or disappeared. They just kind of fell off. Paws. The paws on a dog. Have you ever seen a dog kind of like put their foot down on the ground and they kind of hold it up or they lift it up? It's bothering them. Their tails can get frostbite. So you got to be careful in the winter. I always say, if we're talking wind chills 10 below, your pet's going to feel it. I know they got a fur coat. Pads, ears. Those places are very susceptible to getting frostbite. If they're shivering uncontrollably or you think they have frostbite, don't use anything hot. I say sometimes the easiest way to warm up the core temperature is put a towel in the dryer Let it get really warm, and then hold them in a warm towel. Your body warmth and the towel's going to help them warm up. Nothing hot. You don't want that extreme. Just like you wouldn't do it. If you had your fingers were cold, and you wouldn't run them under hot water. It's so painful. If you've done that, and I've been stupid enough to do that, it hurts. Warm. And last thing, personal thank you during this holiday season to all the shelter workers and volunteers. Every year we do news stories on people that have to work for Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas weekend. We never see stories on the news about shelter workers and volunteers. You know, the animals need help and need care on a holiday. They are the unsung heroes. I thank every single person that works with animals during the holiday season. Your job doesn't end. Christmas morning, I'm done. I don't have to go to work. No, you got to go and take care of those pets. They are true heroes every single day, but even more so during the holiday season. All right, we're going to take a short time out. We'll be back with my buds from the APF. Don't go away. Welcome back to Pet Connection Unleashed, episode number 7. Sarah Rizzo at the control board. Sarah, quick question about Thanksgiving for you.
Sure.
You like cranberry sauce? Are you a cranberry sauce person?
I think you asked me about this last week
I did?
too. Yeah. It's okay. Like in the can, not the whole cranberries.
All right. Somebody thought I was crazy having lemon meringue pie on Thanksgiving.
That's normal.
Is it normal?
I don't think it's crazy.
Everybody says you got to have your pumpkin pie. Well, I had that too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I had both. I still have some left. Stop laughing at me. I didn't eat both of them completely. What's your favorite pie?
Oh,
If you were to pick one.
my mom makes this chocolate pudding pie that I had. It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. No calories either. It's
Nope,
probably-
none at all.
So those are the
Not on
best.
holidays.
Those are the best desserts for sure. I want to thank my sponsor, my friends at the Animal Hospital in Slingerlands. I've known them forever. I've been taking my pets there for 30 years. Founded in 1974 by Dr. Ed Becker. His daughter, Dr. Lexi Becker, now is running the veterinary hospital. Hometown values and state-of-art veterinary medicine. It's a fear-free environment, which means they're going to make your pets so comfortable. Pets can get stressed out going to the veterinary hospital. These guys at pros at making your pet feel comfortable. Believe me, I know. Some of my pets go ballistic. But somehow they make it a pleasant experience. They have also been part of the Pet Connection family, holding adoption clinics for many years, helping me with rescue pets that need veterinary care. They don't just care for dogs and cats. They help exotics. If you have an exotic pet, they can help you. Wildlife, injured songbirds, to raptors, bald eagles, owls, hawks. And again, a big part of the Pet Connection family. So thank you to our sponsor, the Animal Hospital. I've been working with the Animal Protective Foundation over in Glenville since day one of Pet Connection here. So we're going back to 1990. I remember when there was the old shelter, which wasn't much of a shelter, but at the time it's all we had. And then, of course, in 1990, they broke ground and they started to build a new shelter. And over the years, it keeps getting bigger and better. And what they do is absolutely amazing. I have so many great friends over there. Stephanie Johnson is joining me today. Stephanie is the APF Chief Operating Officer. Stephanie, it's great to see you. I say great to see you. I see you all the time. It's like not a big deal, but we see each other all the time. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
You've been there for how long now? I know you were saying a long, long time.
16 years.
Did it go by like that?
It did.
Let me ask you a question, because I like to ask this question to anybody that works for a nonprofit, or in this case, a shelter, a nonprofit
Yeah.
shelter. You could do any number of things. What was your calling? Why did you feel like you had to do this to help?
I actually went in with my boyfriend at the time to adopt a dog, and during the process, everyone was incredibly wonderful to me. So before we left, processing the adoption paperwork, I also asked for an application, and then started about 2 weeks after we adopted my dog Jessie.
So that's how it began.
Yeah.
And I can see it in your face. You don't regret one day of it. You love it.
I do. Yeah, we have an incredible team.
My wife and I go there a lot. Deb, my buddy Deb, is over there. Hey, Deb. Deb is fighting a little bit of a cold. Maybe we'll sneak you on at some point. But you guys have a wonderful, wonderful group of people. You're right.
Absolutely.
You walk in the door. You're on Maple Ave in Glenville.
Yep.
And so it's easy to find. As you go up Maple Ave, what is it, a half mile on the left maybe or something?
Yeah.
It's very, very quick. But you guys are all so warm and inviting, and you have such a wonderful attitude.
Yeah.
In a job that can be very difficult at times.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we have a great support system amongst one another where the challenging times do come up, but we support each other throughout those processes, and it kind of just helps. And then we've got great connections with community members that kind of refreshes that good feeling.
Well, I think when you go in there, you have, and I have always said this, back in the old days, and I'm going because I'm an old man, shelters were not a happy place to go to.
Right.
It was just the way it was back then. We're talking 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You go into a shelter now, it's more than sheltering pets that need homes. At the Animal Protective Foundation, you have so many programs. It's uplifting because you're doing so many things for the community. Tell us about just some of them.
Yeah, so one of our biggest programs that we started just a couple years ago is our community pet wellness programs. So it's an opportunity to meet folks where their need is. Our vets come out, and partnership vets also come out to help do core vaccines, general examinations, flea and tick treatment, answer questions as we can.
And it doesn't cost a penny.
Not at all. It's free.
So, during these difficult times, sometimes you can't afford to take your pet to a vet.
Right.
So it's nice to take advantage of programs like this where you might get a diagnosis, you might get some help on, like you said, flea treatment, tick treatment. That can be expensive.
Absolutely.
You also have programs that if people need help with medical care.
Yes. Yeah. So our Pet Safety Net program helps
the Pet
with that.
Safety Network, which I'm a huge supporter of. Tell us a little bit about that, how that works.
Absolutely. So if there is an expense that the folks are dealing with, they can reach out to us. If it's something that they're going to look to surrender their pet and we can help financially support to keep that pet in the home, we'll look at avenues of where we can help out with that.
It comes up every year, and I know you guys have the most awesome gala.
Yeah.
The Fur Ball Gala.
Yes.
Every October, early October. So if you've never been, you got to go.
Absolutely.
Lisa and I absolutely love it. And we talk about the Pet Safety Net program.
Yep.
Where you would rather somebody keep their dog or cat or guinea pig than giving them up. All right. Giving them up to the shelter because they can't afford. Bottom line is you want to keep that pet in somebody's home.
Yes, we have an incredibly small shelter, so we don't always have the ability to take in a pet in an immediate need. So it's hard for our team to have to decline taking an animal in at any given moment. So if there is an opportunity that we can provide a little bit of financial assistance to them in order for them to keep their pet, we want to make sure we can do that.
It's a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
The voice you heard, this little girl, she was on Pet Connection this week. Her name is Daisy. 12 years young, Pomeranian
Yep.
mix. The sweetest girl you'll ever meet. 12 years old. This is what I'm talking about. Seniors adopting seniors, I think, is great.
Absolutely.
I know if somebody was like in their 60s or 70s, wouldn't that be perfect? And she's so good.
She would love that.
She would love that. Somebody that you can spoil and she can spoil as well. You're such a star on TV. Okay, you can go back down now. Thank you for bringing her in, by the way.
Absolutely.
Hey, tell me about the spay-neuter program.
Yeah.
Guys, I know a lot of you probably not familiar with this. The spay-neuter program at the APF is like absolutely unbelievable.
Yep.
What you've done, the thousands and thousands of spay-neuters
Absolutely. Yeah. So
is unbelievable.
we have wonderful vets that are there 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. It's substantially lower cost. So it's important to get your pets altered. We don't want unwanted litters out there that fills up the shelters, fills up the rescues. So we're here to help out with that cost because we do know in private practice that it could be a much bigger price tag.
Yeah, in fact, some people will, and I sometimes I feel bad, but I do it anyways, Deb. Somebody says, I need my cat fixed. Go to the APF. Go
Absolutely.
to the because they say that they got quoted a price $400,
Yeah.
$450, and I know that's the way it is today. You guys can do it at a much reduced rate.
Yes, thanks to grant funding, we're able to offer a discounted rate for those on public assistance. The pet safety net is also an area where we can contribute towards the cost for folks that cannot afford the full fee.
Yep.
Or if there is something extra that they need the day of surgery that our vet can provide, we can use pet
Right, because
safety net funds for
while
that.
they're under anesthesia, there may be
Absolutely.
something you can do
Yeah.
to help them out. The shelter's amazing. I always tell people even if you're not adopting, it's always good to stop by.
Yeah. Say hello.
Say hello. Bring some pet food with you.
Yes.
Bring some money with you too. Money helps out as well. Donation. But walk around. Your dog area today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember the days when you had. This is terrible, but it was the way it was done. You know, you had these little doors. You'd pull a string, and the door would open. It was a little, and they'd run out to the kennel.
Yep.
Chain link fence and What you guys have built there, the dog and the cat area keeps getting bigger and better as well. Tell us about the dog area because unless you see it in person,
Yeah. So
it's amazing.
the dogs are now in pods instead of the traditional wire kennels.
Pods, folks.
We have frosted glass, so there's a barrier for them, so they're not overstimulated by it being glass. It's much quieter.
Oh, it is so quiet when
Yeah.
you walk through.
We have better air exchange so that we can kind of contain any potential contaminants within. It's a pretty looking place.
I call it a pet condo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They look out at you, and you can look at them, and again, it's quiet, it's clean, it's much healthier environment, state of the art.
Absolutely.
State of the art, and you guys have that there, and there's a beautiful area, like a meet and greet area where you can come,
Yeah.
and then you can go out to this patio and little courtyard to relax.
Yeah.
I think the way you guys have designed that is unbelievable. I think it's the best. It really is, and it's best for the people adopting.
Yes. It makes for a much happier visitation.
Right. Because you don't want the pet to be overstimulated and stressed out. Sometimes, I always say, when you go to a shelter, you're not seeing the true pet sometimes.
Right.
They may be worked up into a frenzy, excited
Yep.
just to be out and meeting somebody new. You got to give it a little time.
Absolutely.
And I think with
Yeah.
your setup, they're not as overstimulated.
Yeah, they still have their moments. So we always ask, don't judge at the point that you're seeing them in their pods. Wait till you see them out. That way their true personality can come out.
We all get overstimulated and gets us in trouble.
Absolutely.
Stephanie, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done at the Animal Protective Foundation. Deb Jennings, my buddy over there. I've known Deb. How many years have I known you? 16.
Yeah.
God,
Since the ARC.
since the army. It's amazing how time goes by.
It does, yeah.
It really does. But it's a great network, pet network and pet family that we have in this community. We're very, very lucky. I know, Daisy, we're boring you. She's been bored. She's getting sick of hearing my voice. Are you getting sick? See, and I threw my treats away. I had some treats in my pocket. Sorry. She's a chow hound.
She's
by
ready
the
to
way.
leave.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Want to go over some upcoming pet events that you guys may be interested in. I wish I could do them all, but we got some here that we can talk about. The Mohawk Hudson Humane Society has double your gift, up to $10,000. So if you make a donation, it'll be doubled. A gentleman by the name of Ken Ellis said he'll match every single donation. So if you're donating for the holidays, good time to do it. Cool holiday gift here. It's the second annual, I remember this last year, it was like a huge hit. Second annual murder mystery. It's called Unhappy Homecoming, Rescue from Mulligan's Island. Pretty cool, right? It's January 11th at the Amsterdam Municipal Golf Course, benefits the Montgomery County SPCA. It gets sold out every single year. Tickets are $50. There's a cocktail hour, 3 to 4, dinner at 4, and the show begins at 5. It sells out. It's a fun night to help animals. Stop by the shelter to get your tickets, or if you want to order them through the telephone, give them a call, 518-842-8050. You got to do it because it sells out, and it's an awesome night. A special congratulations to my friends at the Fulton County Regional SPCA. They've done so much with so little at their old shelter. They have moved into their new shelter, and you can see some of the volunteers and workers. It's not finished yet. They're getting close. They're located at 356 South Kingsborough Ave in Gloversville. It's near the Hoffman's Car Wash. Renovations will continue. If you'd like to donate your time, say you're an electrician, maybe offer your services to help. Or if you'd like to donate financially, you can go to their website, FCR, Fulton County Regional, SPCA, FCRSPCA.org. Congratulations to them. Awesome. And the Columbia Green Humane Society will have their Pet Wellness Seminar Sunday, January 11th, noon to 2 p.m. at the Germantown Library. Free, great for all ages. Basically, and a lot of us need reminders, proper ways to care for your pets. If you never had a pet before, this would be great to go to. It's good for all ages. And how to prepare your pet for colder weather. So that's January 11th at the Germantown Library in Columbia County. Don't forget, family pets should be spayed or neutered, number one. Microchip. Microchips, they're dirt cheap now. Number two, take advantage of that. Always consider adopting pets that have special needs or senior pets. And don't get too stressed out with the holiday season. When you're stressed out, sit on your couch, your dog next to you or your cat on your lap. I guarantee it's going to make you feel a lot better. We'll see you next week.